It's time to start moving from Louisiana to the Grand Canyon.
So the whole time we were at the Hidden Treasure campground in Alexandria, it poured down rain constantly on us, so we didn't get a whole lot of video from that location. Now, we loved the campground.
Yeah, it was a great campground.
It was a great campground. We were very surprised with the campground.
The owners were fantastic. We
Yeah.
really enjoyed getting to know them.
Yeah, it's a campground we'll go back to whenever we go visit family in Louisiana. But we got up on Friday morning to pack up to head to Shreveport. We got a 2-day stay at a KOA in Shreveport because our son was flying in. He's moving, I think we've mentioned before, he's moving from Minot, North Dakota to Shreveport. Air Force is moving him to Barksdale Air Force Base, but he was flying into house hunt, and we just so happened to be able to overlap our trip by a day. So we got to help him house hunt. But when we got up to move, it was pouring down rain again.
Yes, it was.
So we got the joy of packing up the camper in the pouring rain and made it to the Shreveport KOA, where it was a tight KOA.
Got a little bit interesting.
There's only one KOA in that area, and the camping spots in the front looked nice. Mm-hmm. They looked like they had a lot of room, pretty good room, whatever I'm trying to say. But they put us in the back, and it was extremely tight. We had to loop around the wrong direction in order to get into our spot. Yeah. And yeah, it was interesting. And guess what? It was raining. We had to pack in the rain, unpack in the rain, and the next morning we had to pack up again in the rain. So we're back on the road, left Shreveport this morning, and we're day one on the official trek to the Grand Canyon. And we're making a stop. Breakfast at Buc-ee's. Sorry, it's bright out here. So we're finding not a lot of rest areas, but we're finding these picnic areas, which traveling with a camper is great. Got your own potty. Let's pull over and open up the camper. We're about 30 minutes outside of Wichita Falls, which is our stop for the night. And it is pretty out here. Finally, a day without rain. We're in Wichita Falls, get up the next morning to, as a group, make our way to Albuquerque, which is our next stop on the trip out.
We were swimming.
It was pouring sideways rain.
There was nowhere to put your feet that your feet weren't going to go halfway underwater. Like it was bad.
It was a little crazy, the amount of rain that we had seen on this trip to this point. But we decided to hold off for an hour or so, and it stopped sideways raining and was sprinkling, but we all got packed up and hit the road. Great day on the road to Albuquerque and had no troubles. The roads were mostly smooth. We did not bounce our way to Albuquerque in the truck.
It was better.
And the plan was, and we did. We had planned in a day in Albuquerque. So we got to Albuquerque, set up in the Enchanted Trails RV Park. And it was a nice RV park. I don't know how enchanted it was, but it was a nice RV park.
No.
But we did spend the next day. We decided after a couple days of traveling we'd spend the day in Albuquerque and kind of explore, see what Albuquerque had to offer.
Let's get waters.
It says the restrooms are that way.
Okay, we'll walk over that direction to see. We got everything. So we are in Albuquerque for the day. We're spending a day here as we travel onto the canyon, and decided to come check out the Petroglyph National Park. And we've come to one of the areas to do a little walking tour. Gonna go see what this area is all about. Well, you camp long enough, you make some mistakes. And I was sitting here at the camper. We had the awning out, which you can see it's back up. And I felt the wind really starting to whip. What is that? See something laying up on my awning. The wind it had been fine all day long, and it just really gusted really bad. So I jumped up and started pulling my awning in, but it did, you'll see on this one corner, it pulled the awning out from the camper a little bit. But Lisa was carrying some stuff to the trash and walked by our friends Alan and Charlotte's camper and saw their awning go up in the air. So we've already taken care of it, but I'm gonna go show you what we had to do to it. So when we got over here to look at it, this whole side of the awning was lifted up. That bracket was completely twisted. We had to twist it and torque it to be able to get this awning back in place.
Yeah.
There.
All right, you need a map?
Yes.
All right, I'll get this back to you.
All right.
You're all set.
Thank you. So after countless miles and days on the road, one ripped off awning, a flat tire, a lot of bumps and getting thrown around in the truck, a lot of crosswind, we finally made it.